Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm James and this is Clearwater Fishing, and today we got a new rod we're going to talk about. Just to give you a quick preview of it, I think you can tell what it is just by looking at it. But we're going to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to show you a few of the features on it and tell you why I bought it and what I'm looking forward to about it, and maybe a couple of dislikes if I find any. If you haven't already, right now is a great time to subscribe to the channel. We are definitely growing here on Clearwater Fishing. And if you haven't checked us out, well, we do all sorts of video content on here about fishing. So fishing technologies, how-tos, even boat maintenance stuff. Whatever you want, we have it on this channel. Just let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. So first, let's start with the story of how I came about this rod. Obviously, I was shopping on shopcarls.com, and hey, I was looking for the green muscle rod. Well, this isn't the muscle rod. This is actually the Green Series Twitch. So I don't know what happened in there, but I couldn't find the muscle rod. They were sold out. So I didn't really want to wait on stock, so I bought what they had. And I was thinking, hey, we're moving up into a little bit warmer weather. Some of these poppers, maybe some jerk baits, soft jerk baits, and that kind of thing. Fish those a little bit and try this rod out. Plus, I don't really even have that great of a jerk bait rod, so I was going to give this guy a shot. So if you don't know anything about the Googan rods, they have this really neat, hitting the walls here. This really neat rating system. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. We have first is the reaction. On this is a 3, twitch is a 4, muscles a 2, and the finesse is also a 3. And the twitch rod is a 6 foot 9 inch rod, medium power with a fast action tip. A neat thing about the tip, I'm going to show it to you guys real quick. I'm trying not to beat it up on everything in my office here. Is you can see how it goes from this black to the green. Well, that's just to show you where the rod's action actually comes from. So if I actually took it and bend it, you can see where the rod is actually bending. It kind of stops bending in this area. So it's kind of cool to see that. So if you're trying to pick up a rod really fast off your deck of your boat, and hey, you have a bunch of these Green Series rods, it's real easy to identify them just by the pattern here. So obviously this one's probably a little longer than the others. But the Twitch rod is a 6 foot 9 inch rod. A little shorter than my current jerkbait rod, which is a good thing because the tip of it always ends up in the water when I'm trying to use it on a jerkbait. Probably a little better for my popping techniques. I don't use a whole lot of poppers. I'm going to start using a few more this year, just to really try to pull those fish out. But let's start at the handle. The handle is 13 inches from here to here. That's how you measure the handle. So 13 inches, which is what you really want for a jerkbait rod. So it's not stabbing you in the gut whenever you're, here, let's demonstrate it real quick maybe, without beating it up on everything. So I'm going to back up here a little bit. Oh, we're all tangled. Okay. So you don't want to just stab it into your gut here, like that. So the rod handle's pretty short, so you should be able to comfortably fit it in your arm and move it. If I'm hitting the wall like crazy, you guys can't notice that already, but that way it's not stabbing in your gut. You got plenty of room to do the jerks down and not have any problem there. So most of the rods have much longer handles. Oh, let's scoot forward a little bit. So most of these rods are going to have much longer handles, and that's for their purposes, casting and reeling. This is one of the few rods that's designed to, actually have a shorter handle for that reason. As you can tell, there's a nice Googan Squad logo on the bottom here. They definitely didn't leave their brand out on the Green Series. We have it here as well. There's one here. Well, actually, it's here. There's one on the bottom of the reel handle. Catch co right here where the reel seat is. So you'll never see it after you put a reel on it. Now let's put it in my hand. This EVA cork that they talk about is actually feels really good. It doesn't feel soft, weak, and brittle. It actually feels pretty firm. And as far as comfort, if I have 2 fingers on it, it feels pretty good. If I have 3, it also feels pretty good. They actually designed this handle really well, where it fits 2 fingers really well, or 3 fingers really well. Let you guys see that a little closer. So both options are good. I like the second half for the 3 fingers. For jerk baiting, I'll probably have it up a little more on the reel handle itself. The reel seat clicks, so it's not going to back off on you, so that's a good thing. I've had that happen many a times where it loosens up and I'm like, why is my reel loose? With the green series, we actually get a ruler on this side. I don't know how well you can see it. It goes from 0 all the way to 23 inches. You know, like the 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper. You can measure each flavor if you wanted to. We have a little booklet here. I'm going to cut it off real quick. Oh yeah. So this little booklet just states kind of their different rods that they have. They have 5 different categories of rods. It explains each one, each category that they have, the twitch, reaction, finesse, and muscle. And then it gives you a description of the green series, which I'm going to read a little bit out of it. We have ceramic inserts on the guides. The ceramic guides keep your line from getting abrased. We have a 30-ton carbon blank. Like I talked about earlier, we have the EVA cork handle, the measuring tape, the click to lock feature here. I've already talked about that. The green painted tip to show you the action of the rod. And obviously this guy gives you the twitch ratings. It's a casting rod, medium power, moderate action. The line weight for mono to fluoro, they suggest 8 to 15 pound test. And for braid, they suggest 15 to 30. Handle length is 13 inches. And the lures that they recommend are jerk baits, walking baits, and poppers, which is exactly kind of why I bought this. Even though I was looking for, well, the muscle rod. It comes with a 3-year manufacturer's warranty, so make sure you keep up with the receipt that you got it with, whether you bought it off Shop Carl's or wherever. But let's take a little look at the rod. It tells you the blank here, tells you a little information there about the power and the action. And when I hold the rod, impressions are, hey, it feels just as light as the Googan Squad Gold. I bought the Go 2 not too long ago. If you haven't checked that video out, make sure you do as well. This one actually came pretty well packaged. The tube wasn't bent or broke this time. So this time I'll be able to keep the tube and maybe use it for future trips or whatever. But like I said earlier, the rod feels just as light as the Gold Series. I thought the Gold Series was going to feel lighter. I'm not feeling that right now. One thing I forgot to mention is right here above the rod seat where we tighten it down. It actually tells you the type of rod we have. We got the twitch here. So if you're on the deck and you can't tell real fast, you can always look it up. This rod has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guides on it. 9 guides for a rod that's less than 7 foot. Excuse me. So nine rod guides. I'm actually pretty impressed with the quality here. I'm excited to get it out on the water. I'm looking at see how the guides are attached real quick. Yep, they're wrapped with some kind of line, and then looks like they're epoxied on, which is good. That'll give them a good solid quality attachment. The ceramic guides look really good too. None of these guys are damaged. None of them are bent. So I'm pretty happy with the shipping that I got from Carl's, by the way. The first time I was a little iffy about that because, well, the entire tube was broken in half, but the rod survived and didn't actually have any damage on it because of the way they packaged it. So thank you, Shop Carl's, for packaging the rod very well. Another reason that I went with the Green Series is because they are a little more affordable than the Gold Series. And also wanted just to try it, so see if there's any major differences. This isn't really a rod that I'm going to pick up all the time, but since I bought it from Shop Carl's and I'm a Carl's Club member, I get 20% off, which is fantastic. So a $100 rod is now $80 instead. So thank you, Shop Carl's, if you guys are watching this video. Thanks for the discount. As you can't tell, I'm itching to get on the water. The water temps for the last week were still in the 30s, so maybe fishing with this guy will have to hold on for a little while longer. I gotta find a reel, which one of the reels I want to put on this guy and pair it up with. So be on the lookout for that. But if you have any comments or questions about these rods, leave them down in the comments below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. I try to respond to every single comment that you guys put out there. And just like always, until next time, get out there and go catch you some fish.